Hey guys, what's going on? Vega here from Serpent Special Forces, and we're going to be building this Zen 3 or Ryzen 5000 series. The bottom of the system is going to be built for Joey. This is his Christmas present. The internal components are going to be beefy enough to handle everything he wants to do and more. Honestly, I'm kind of jelly because we're going to be using the Ryzen 5600x, and I have the 5900X on its way, and I may just take this entire system. I'm just going to be showing you the basics. This is the Asrock B550 Steel Legend, and of course the aesthetics match the white case. All the front panels and stuff like that, classic. A little bit dusty, but it'll get the job done and do a quick cleaning on that. But we're going to be installing the Ryzen 5600X. We have a Aorus PCIe Gen 4 Nvme 500 gig SSD. We got a Gigabyte. This is a B-rated power supply, but it will get the job done for what he needs. It is the P850GM 850 watt power supply. Now, Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unbox mentioned memory. That Ryzen actually performs better with all 4 DIMMs and a decent, decent speed rating populated. Right now, I'm just going to give him 2 of my G.Skill TridentZ RGB 3200 megahertz. Just to get the job done. That I might, put all 4 in here and upgrade my memory, or maybe I might go Crucial. But either way, that's the componentry that we're working with here. I got to get everything wired up, get everything together. Yes, he's using a DVD drive that nobody uses anymore, but he needs it. So I'll go ahead and start building this thing together. This Asrock board is pretty good for our needs. Has a Type-C connector up front, USB 3.0 up front as well. I believe another USB, 2 USB 2s, a bunch of fan headers, RGB headers, the whole thing, kit and caboodle. The only bad thing about this case and why I had to do this, up here in the top left, there is no cutout. You see how close the motherboard is to the top. There is no cutout, so I had to run the wires first. When I first built in the system way back when, I figured that out the hard way, had to remove the motherboard in order to do that. But this time I ran the wires before I put the motherboard in. So we're all set, good to go. Let me start building and I'll show you the final product, I guess. Let's see. All right, guys, there it is. Old case. No, it doesn't always get the job done. Let me turn on the light here. No power supply shroud or anything, but dust filters and the basics, everything we need. Unfortunately, the hard drive cage gets in the way. Can't take that off unless I cut off the rivets, and I'm not going to worry about that because I may use this case as a NAS sometime in the future. But the Asrock B550 Steel Legend and the Ryzen 5600X pair beautifully. The VRMs are perfectly capable of handling, decent overclock. I got it up to 4.8 gigahertz at 1.41 volts. Infinity Fabric clock was set to 1900 megahertz, and it's going to do everything Joey needs it to do for all the games. This is a B-rated power supply from Gigabyte, but it can also get the job done if you want, upgrade even further. Because it's not as big as most of my power supplies, of course, I got room to add another 120 here at the bottom. But all the RGB looks really good. The H100i V2 from Corsair AIO keeps the CPU in check even with the high overclock. And yes, there's a CD drive in here, but he's not going to be using it. It's not even, it's plugged in, but he ain't going to use it. Up front, the Thermaltake Rgb fans actually give a nice little accent to the case, as you can see. And if we really wanted to, we can open up the door and take this dust filter off to get better airflow. So it's going to get the job done and do a heck of a lot more. The rear I/O is definitely everything we need. Got some ports for display, but obviously that's not going to work unless we have an APU like the 3200G or any new generation Zen 3 APU. Got plenty of USB ports. LAN, space for a wireless card or antenna, excuse me. wireless card will sit right in here underneath the GPU. I just need to run some wires to it. So that's nice to have that expansion there. And of course, normal audio and all the display ports, HDMI and DVI that he would need with the 980 Ti. So, hope you guys enjoyed this build. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe for more content like this. And let me know if you got an AMD Zen 3 5000 series Ryzen CPU. And how are you enjoying it? I look forward to getting the 5900X, but we'll just have to wait and see. Take care, guys.